Money has a horrible propensity to mysteriously vanish. Whereas earning and gaining, it can be quite challenging. Its disappearance from your wallet can be practically trivial. In a perfect world, you would hate spending money so much that you would ever only do it when it was absolutely essential. But for those of us who aren't practically stingy or just inclined to be frugal with our money, it can be nearly impossible to resist the temptation to spend it on a number of items. What if we could teach ourselves to just detest spending money? We would see us purchasing unnecessary items and quit constantly nickel and diming ourselves. We would have more money in our banks and fewer clutter in our homes. We could even feel a little less stressed as a result. Even while we may always be spenders at heart, there are several things we can do to always be reminded of the harm of that excessive spending and uncontrolled checkbook can do. Hello people, welcome back to our channel. In today's video, we will be looking at 10 smartest ways to make yourself hate spending money. But before we start, make sure to subscribe to our channel, turn on the notifications, and most importantly, watch the video till the end. Let's get started. On number 1, enroll in certain courses on personal finance. Personal finance is all about managing your money in a responsible manner so you can live the life you want to live. However, managing your money can be challenging and personal finance is not a subject taught in schools. We are frequently forced to learn personal finance the hard way. And it's far too simple to make mistakes that could have long-lasting repercussions. It takes information, skills, and the proper frame of mind to master money management. To master the fundamentals of money management, you can locate dozens of personal finance books written by best-selling writers. A personal finance course, however, might be a better choice if you learn best through guided teaching and the chance to put what you learn into practice. The best personal finance course gives you the chance to learn from professionals who can walk you step by step through the essential components of personal finance, while quizzing you along the way. Even though many excellent personal finance courses are free and very inexpensive, it is important to choose one that will be worth your time. To help you focus on your search, we've reviewed the top personal finance courses in 6 areas in this roundup. On number 2, transform your spending into an hourly wage. Even if you don't consider yourself a frugal person, think about how long it would take you to earn that item's price. You'll use your money far more wisely and consider whether or not a purchase is actually necessary. When paying for anything takes several hours, that thing suddenly doesn't seem as important. It will feel like a new superpower that you may utilize throughout the day for all kinds of decision making once you know how much you are paid per hour for your time. We have a decision-making level based on our current position on the wealth ladder using this paradigm. If your wealth is 10 lakhs, for instance, your decision-making standard for selecting a good or service is 1% of that, or 10,000. Use your hourly rate to convert that to hours worked to determine how long it will take you to earn that 1%. Knowing your hourly rate can help you decide whether a mid-range phone will do just well, or whether you should spend 75,000 yen on a 150-hour iPhone, an Android flagship, or both. Although the mid-range device can be upgraded every 2 years, the flagship models might only last 4 to 5 years. Is a party that costs $2,000 every Friday justified for 4 hours of work? Do you want to buy a car for 10 lakhs rupees where the EMI is 3 days each month and the down payment is 33 days of work? Or do you want to buy a car for 5 lakhs rupees where these numbers would be halved? Or do you prefer to pay loan EMIs for 5 to 10 days a month instead of taking 50,000 rupees vacation with your family every 6 months that only requires 8 days of work and produce lifelong memories? On number 3, utilize a retirement calculator to run the numbers. A sobering reminder of the value of saving money can come from figuring out how much you'll need for retirement. Additionally, it may encourage you to avoid splurging and making cuts so that you can increase your contributions to your long-term savings objectives. On number 4, record your spending. If you could detest the concept of spending money elsewhere if you have a budget in front of you and are considering all the expenses you must make just to survive, at least until you're certain you have extra money for discretion, regularly keeping track of your spending can help you get a clear picture of where your money is going and where you'd prefer it to go. You can then accurately account for all the bills you have to pay moving forward by using a budget. Take a moment to make a list of all your monthly spendings before you start entering numbers into a spreadsheet or an app. Group your expenses first. Some credit cards and personal finances websites automatically classify your purchases under headings like department store or automotive. You might discover that the target impulse purchases you made cost you a lot of money. Perhaps you'll also discover that you don't need to be paying for services that require ongoing subscriptions. Then, classifying those prices into necessities and what can assist you in organizing your budget and establishing spending priorities, particularly if you need to reduce spending to make place for savings or debt payback. On number 5, identify the habits that drain your budget. It's a start indication that you have more money than you realize if you do. So take a look. Start looking for behaviors that are causing your bank account to leak. For individuals who are playing too much polo or out there racing Porsches, you gotta chill. These habits could include pricey hobbies. If you eat out too much or can't store your new shoes in your closet, you need to relax. Really, you must have a trainer and a gym. Push-ups not possible at your home. What about the true deadly bad habit, purchasing unnecessary goods for your children? Then halt. They will observe you and learn how to be frugal. And they won't learn it if you kill yourself to appease all of their petty desires. Then stop buying them things and put them to work. Make them handle things on their own. You won't believe how much money you waste on those little twerps for your future. Get rid of these harmful behaviors to succeed. On number 6, save money for real need or desire. Too frequently, we make impulsive purchases or spend money on things we don't actually require or want. Make a plan to save for something you truly desire. This will serve as a reminder to refrain from buying other things. Saving money for a new computer, a trip, or even something substantial like a car may be very motivating. On number 7, determine your spending weaknesses and the cost of it. Run the numbers to determine how much money you actually spend at restaurants that could be saved by eating at home. If you notice a trend in your spending, such as spending is a lot of money for eating out. For instance, $300 would be spent each month if you went out to eat once every day for 5 days. If you see that amount in 3 figures, it may inspire you to bring lunch or eat in. On number 8, make a plan for unforeseen costs. Taxes, car expenses, and even medical costs are frequently unforeseen and unplanned for. Keep in mind that these things are typically 3 or 4 figure purchases. You'll need to have money saved up to pay for them when they do arrive. On number 9, make a budget for yourself. Paying yourself simply entails making a strategy to set aside enough for your paycheck for savings and self-care. You simply save it for a rainy day rather than using it for anything. If you don't do this, keep in mind that every time you receive a paycheck, all your money will have already been moved to somewhere else or will do so soon. When you receive your paycheck and discover that you are the only one not paid, it can make spending money somewhat repulsive. On number 10, be value cognizant. People who are aware of how precious money is and how challenging it is to get it will frequently find it simpler to control their spending than others who are not. Money itself should be valued more highly than the immediate. And if we learn to see it as a valuable asset and a commodity, we'll be less inclined to regularly waste it and more likely to detest spending it. With that, the video has come to an end. Let us know what you think in the comment section below to help us expand our community and attract more people who share our interest and are eager to learn. Please hit the like button and subscribe if you thought the video was interesting. Till then, bye bye.